Alright, Shalom. First off, give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahshai, double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS, salutes and honors to the elect, the brothers in his truth, for and enduring, and sincerity. This is GMS, Dick Clay, Brother Rogers out from the Nebraska camp. I got another article coming back at you. So, this first article is from thefreebeacon.com. It says U.S. Navy's new $13 billion warship still not ready for combat. It says the U.S. Navy's newest $13 billion aircraft carrier is still not ready for combat because of mechanical delays that have already put it 2 years behind schedule, according to the Pentagon's top weapons tester. The USS Gerald R. Ford was supposed to be ready to fight by this September, but Michael Gilmore, the Defense Department's Director of Operational Test and Evaluation, said in June 28th memo that the warship had ongoing launch and recovery problems. CNN reported on Monday. The Navy said the ship's delivery to the fleet may be pushed to 2017 as a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier continued to struggle launching and recovering aircraft, moving on board munitions, conducting air traffic control, and with ship self-defense. Gilmore said the four systems affect major areas of flight operations and would considerably restrict the warship's ability to carry out combat operations. And this is this is the most expensive aircraft carrier ever for the United States, and it's not operational. And like I said, if they put it out there, it's not going to be able to defend itself. So they can't even put it out there, and they've been working on it for such a long time. It's still 2 years behind schedule. But I got this other article, which is basically the flip side. And this is from the dailystar.co.uk. It says Vladimir Putin's new destroyer armed with laser cannons and will outgun every NATO vessel. Vladimir Putin is showing off Russia's ability, Russia's military muscle by unveiling plans for a new futuristic warship. The Russian president wants to rule the waves and has revealed plans for a new nuclear-powered stealth destroyer dubbed the Leader. The 17,500-ton vessel will be powered by a nuclear reactor and is expected to be bristling with missiles and be capable of traveling across the world quickly and invisibly. Laser weaponry and electromagnetic guns are also expected to be fitted to the battleship, powered by the nuclear core. Russia's state news agency TAS reported. Let me see. It says the motherland is also ramping up its shipbuilding program this year, as the Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu announced they're planning to get 43 new Navy vessels this year alone. So they pumping them out. And then they got plans to make the biggest, baddest warship ever. And this one's from August 4th of this year. So Russia's moving along. They're getting ready for war. And America, their technology is outdated. The Russians are, years ahead of them. So, I'll just give this quick scripture. It says Revelation chapter 9 and verse 12. One woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. That's talking about the Second World War, which took place in the 1940s, and now the Third World War, which is taking place, which has actually started. It just hasn't, been announced and been ramped up, but it's taking place here in these times. So, so-called America's behind the eight ball. Russia's getting ready for war. They got tanks on front lines in Crimea and on their western border. You know, China's gearing up for war. Iran's gearing up for war. North Korea. You know, Turkey's getting in line with NATO, or sorry, with Russia, who is actually used to be a NATO um, ally. All these other countries are, you know, coming up against America. You know, this thing's about to go down. And that's all through the strength and the power of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. And with that being said, give double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS, salutes and honors to the elect, the brothers in his truth who are enduring in sincerity, as well as the women and children who follow. Shalom.